Xiang Yu, it's a great pleasure to meet you, to have you here in Pittsburgh for the Prokofiev Second Violin Concerto, making your debut at the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. We're delighted to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much for making the long trip here. And where have you been most recently? Did you come from New York, or where's your home these days?
I came from Boston. I study at the New England Conservatory of Music in Boston.
Well, we're glad you brought the Prokofiev Second this weekend. Tell us what you feel about this piece. It's very beautiful and lyrical. It starts out in a very lyrical way. There's a little bit of Russian folk music there, and is there a cadenza where we hear you show off? I don't think so. If I
don't think so. Yeah, which is really rare because all the major concertos they have like cadenza, which shows your virtuosity. But this one, you can't find one. That's why I have a very special feeling towards it, because it's beautiful and it's sweet, but not quite. It's very different from the first concerto, which is in a way more famous. But the second concerto, which he wrote many years later, you can see more dark side of Prokofiev's soul. And even though, especially the second movement, you can feel it. It's so sweet, it's so beautiful, and as you said, it's lyrical. But I would like to use the word bittersweet to describe this piece, because many audience told me after they heard this piece that it's so beautiful, it made me want to cry. And why is that? Because their hearts can feel that there are tears behind the smiles. So it's very terrific piece, and for me it's quite special.
And have you played a lot of Prokofiev? He has some interesting chamber music.
Well, for this concerto I've already played with other two orchestras. One is, of course, in the Menuhin competition, and the other one is with Auckland Philharmonia. And also that was during a very special time of my life. That's why this concerto is quite special for me. And the first time in the Menuhin was, obviously the winning piece. And the second time with the Auckland Philharmonia, that was right after my mother passed away. It was this June, actually, the past June. And I got on the flight right after I watching her take the last breath. And it was quite special for me. So I got this mixed feelings towards this piece.
Did you know anything about the Pittsburgh Symphony before you came here? Had you heard any recordings? Had you ever seen them on TV?
Oh, first of all, I have to say it's a fantastic orchestra, because I just finished rehearsal. And I also heard a recording. I think it's Isaac Perlman who played Sarasati's Signorweisen with this orchestra. I think that was like 20 years ago or something, even earlier probably. And that was one of the first recordings I've ever heard in my life, and I was like, wow, that was amazing. So I'm really excited, to play, to work with this orchestra. It's beautiful. And I mean, this is the first time here for me, and I really don't know what's going to happen, but the rehearsal makes me really happy, because that's actually even better. The result is actually even better than I expected. So I'm happy.